I don't know why people drink at all.
Okay, you never were a big partier ever?
No, I
Really?
mean I partied, but I was more into drugs.
No. Okay.
Which isn't any better. Today's podcast is brought to you by SeatGeek. Get $20 off your first order when you use my code NASH. Guys, welcome back. What's up to the All Good Things podcast? I'm here with Jess today.
Hello.
We're just rapping. We're talking. Just a couple of gals here in the studio, chatting and gabbing and doing the thing. Jess, how was the Bahamas?
It was really, really fun.
Really? What was
Thank
the best?
you for letting me go.
Well, it's okay. It was fun. You sent me some really good Snapchats.
Well, I've never been on a private plane before. So
you haven't?
No. That sounds like so ridiculous. Like most people haven't.
No. I never was on a private plane until I started doing YouTube.
Right. So I never thought I would be on one, and so that was exciting just to experience it.
What's the best part about a private plane? Probably just you can just walk around.
Yeah,
right?
it's just cool because no, that's really it. I mean, it's just number one, it's comfortable seats, and then there was a basket of snacks, which is obviously
What was in the snacks?
Everything, chips, candy, cookies.
That's what I'd be excited about.
But it's just nice. I was sitting next to the basket. But it was cool because walk around.
Did you find yourself having to restrain yourself
from the snacks?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I had a couple, but I didn't want to eat too much. And everyone was drinking on the plane. That's the thing. It's it's cool because it's literally your
party in the sky.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's a party in the sky. All the guys were just ripping shots, and you can just walk around, and we were playing our own music. You can literally connect your phone. So it's just it feels like you're chilling in someone's living room while you're floating in the sky.
Yeah, well said.
So
well said.
It was fun, but it was only 45 minutes because we flew basically. Me, Ella, Taylor, Reggie found out about the trip 24 hours before.
Yeah, you didn't have a lot of time.
No, and then we found out the morning of if it was confirmed or not. So we booked our tickets the morning of, and then it was Ella's birthday that day. So we went to a birthday dinner, brought our suitcases into the restaurant, then Ubered to the airport, took a red eye to Orlando, and Corinna picked us up and we went to her farm, which is incredible.
What's on the farm?
Oh, she has 14 cats. Really? And I love cats, so
yes, you're
that
in
was
heaven.
exciting. Her cat just had kittens, so there was some kittens, which were really cute. She has 3 goats, and one was pregnant, and right after we left, it had the baby, which I'm sad.
Who takes care of the animals?
Her dad lives there with, I think it's her stepmom, and then she also has some people come and help with the horses and stuff like that. But she has 4 horses, I think, and then some chickens and goats.
Who'd have thought Corinna would end up the richest?
She's
out of all of us.
She's living the life.
Who'd have thought?
But,
she started at Hooters.
Wait, really?
I mean, that's where David knew her back home, but she was working at Hooters on Hollywood at one point. I know that.
No, my favorite thing about Corinna is how she's so nice and so generous.
So nice and generous.
She's just really a great human. And I didn't actually know her that well until recently, and I really like her. She's great.
And then she's doing streams and stuff like that.
Yeah, so we went there because she does streams. So we were streaming. We did streams every night for so basically every day we would wake up, go to the beach, just chill on the beach. And the places she rented were so nice. The beach was right there, and they had pools too. So we would just be on the beach all day, and the guys were fishing. And then we would have dinner. We made dinner most of the times, but the last night we went to Nobu, and I'd never been to Nobu, so that was.
Oh, you never been to Nobu out here?
That was my first time.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was really good. I tried. You know how I hate fish.
We always want to go to sushi. You never want to go, and you went to Nobu with Corinna.
I tried.
That's crazy.
I know. Because I was okay, I can't not try. At least just try it.
Did you have steak or fish?
Well, we just ordered a bunch of stuff for
because they have great dishes there that aren't fish.
No, I tried the raw.
You did it.
Raw
you
fish.
went in raw fish. What did you have? Salmon?
I don't know what it was.
Did you like it?
I liked it. It wasn't
good.
I don't know if I'd eat a bunch of it, but I ate a piece and it was I didn't hate it. So it was good. But anyway, so we would either cook dinner and then the last night we went out. But after that we would stream for 4 hours. Right. And we would all just get drunk on this
on the stream.
Yeah. So it was fun. It was really fun.
And she's for steak, right?
Yeah, for steak. So she does gambling online for 4 hours.
Damn.
Yeah, but
that's
it was fun.
Huge. Man, I'll tell you, If I had only just started my OnlyFans.
I was thinking about if you were like Todd and Scott's age right now, would you do one?
I do OnlyFans? No, because I have kids.
But if you didn't have kids?
If I didn't have kids?
Like if you could go in a time machine right now, but you would be in a time machine, but you would be.
I'm just not that comfortable, like sexualizing myself. You know what I mean? Like I don't think about it in that way. I don't think about myself in that way. I think it would be pretty tough to do. I think it's. I don't know. And it's also like there's just like I don't know. I'm not sure. I would be comfortable. Would you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
You're like, after the Bahamas.
Like, by the way, Lincoln. No, I'm just kidding.
After that private jet and
no,
Nobu.
no, I have nothing against it. Like, I hate
everything against it.
Yeah, no, I hate when people like have like weird stigmas against it. I think it's great. I also just like my thought about it is like, I think it would be super freeing in a sense.
Sure.
Where it's just like everyone already like you're showing everyone your body, so it's just like there's no, you know what I mean? Like when you're like, oh, like. I don't know. Something about being naked in front of everyone is like, I feel like it's so freeing, like in a sense.
It's a boss move.
Yeah. And it's just like from then on in life, you're like, there's no stigma on my body. Like I could just like walk around naked and like everyone's seen it. You know what I mean? I feel
you can't just walk around naked, but yeah, it's freeing, Jess. For sure.
That's what I was thinking of. I'm just like, you must just
show
like
up
feel
to work naked. Or like, what's Jess?
I just moved to like a nudist colony. I just become super free.
Okay, so what do we have today? We have some things we're going to do today.
Okay, so the Oscars were...
I watched the Oscars.
On Sunday.
Yeah. What did you think? I thought they were great.
Yeah.
You know what was nice about it? It's like they were just like a return to... I don't mind that Hollywood is like woke and stuff, but they still need the glitz and the glam. You know what I mean? And they need the jokes and they need... I don't know. Like I didn't like that Oscars the year of the COVID where everybody was like dressed down and they had it in a train station. Did you see it that year? They did it one year. I think it might have been it was the year before Will Smith, and it was like, what am I watching?
I don't know if I watched that, but
it was just. But I like when it's like big and I thought the attitude was really good. Like I like watching something that I can't attain.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, I was about to say that. I feel like part of like the Hollywood image is that like people want to watch those like glitzy glam things. Yeah. That's what people who are like, we're in LA, so we're like relatively close to it, but people who live like in the middle of America who are like so far from it, like people like watching that stuff. Like that's what you think of when you think of like Hollywood, like people dressed up and
like I want to see somebody in like a $30,000 dress.
No, I like it too.
There was a guy who gave a great speech. Oh, it was the editor of Everything All at Once. And I don't know who he is.
Oh, his speech
But he gave a great speech.
Yeah.
And that's like fun to watch.
Yeah.
That's a big deal to get up there and win I kept thinking when I was watching it, everyone said the same thing. They were like, you have to believe. You know what I mean? Like you have to believe in yourself. And it just like so many of those people were nowhere, and then they win an Oscar. You know. Well,
I'm gonna butcher his name, but Key. I'm really good. I don't know how to say his name. Do you want to say it? Key Hugh. I don't want to.
Oh yeah. The guy who won Best Supporting. Yeah.
He won Best. Was it Supporting? Yeah.
He won Best Supporting for Everything All at Once.
Yes. And his story is like so crazy. Like how he like. I mean, he was like a child actor, and then he's like
he was in Raiders of the Lost Ark. He was the kid.
Yep. And then like hadn't got much work since, and he literally was talking about how. They shot the movie right before COVID and then finished a bit of it in COVID. And after that, he was auditioning and he was about to lose his health insurance and he couldn't get a job. Like he ended up losing his health insurance because he literally couldn't get one singular job to keep it. And like he called the producer and was like, will you just tell me like, am I good in the movie? And he's like, yeah, like what are you talking about? And now it like came out and obviously he's getting like all the credit.
That kept him going.
Yeah, but I mean, that must be so hard to shoot something and like you don't know that in 3 years it's gonna like wipe the Oscars. Yeah. And you can't get a job in between them. And now he's probably gonna, do really well.
That's an interesting thing. Like praise can keep you going. That's a big thing. A lot of stand-ups say that. Like you could like not be doing good as a stand-up, but there could be like one joke that like someone likes. And that like keeps you going, like that keeps you doing it,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah, no, and that movie won. It's on the record now, I think, for the most wins at the Oscars. They
Yeah.
won 7 out of 11.
Yeah, it's insane.
And you said you watched it?
Yeah, I saw it a long time ago. I feel like I saw it like 2 years ago, but maybe it was last year. Okay.
I watched the movie last night for the first time.
What'd you think?
I thought it was really, really good. I cried so much.
You liked it?
And you know what scene I cried the most at?
What?
The rocks.
Oh, yeah.
When
yeah,
the two rocks.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but I was like that scene for some reason made me cry so much that I had to Google like to see if other people were talking about that scene making them cry, because I was like, am I okay?
Right.
But people
Did they?
Yeah. People were like
funny.
I was like, wait, why these rocks? But no, other people had the same reaction. And I think like the movie just like does a really good job at like touching on like depression and anxiety.
Yeah.
And like other comments I was reading, people were talking about were like saying like this movie caused me to have like an existential crisis, which I felt too.
Uh-huh.
Did you feel that way?
No, I try to ignore any of my depression and anxiety.
Perfect.
I saw 50 Cent say this thing once, and he was like, we don't have depression where I come from. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Like he was saying like, well, where I'm from, like you can't afford to be depressed. Like you have to work, you know?
Yeah.
So I try to ignore that. I went through like a huge thing, when I was bipolar. I went and got diagnosed as bipolar, and then I got divorced and it went away.
Wait, so you don't have your symptoms of bipolar anymore?
No.
Have you gone to the doctor since?
Yeah, I went some.
And are they like, it's gone?
He was like, you don't feel that way anymore? I'm like, no, I'm good.
What were your like primary symptoms?
I don't know. I would like fall asleep at like 8 o'clock. I didn't want to hang out with my wife.
Are we sure that's bipolar, or you just didn't like her?
Well, that's what I think it was. I think I was just miserable. That's what my father said when I was home. He was like, how's your bipolar disorder? And I was like, I don't have it anymore. I don't take the medication anymore. I'm not discrediting people that are bipolar. I know that they are.
Yeah.
But just for me personally, I don't think I ever was bipolar.
Right. You think it was like a wrong diagnosis.
I think it was a wrong diagnosis.
That makes sense, because I have
But those drugs are great.
Oh, they put you on drugs?
Oh, they kick you right up. Yeah, you're like high. I was high for like 2 weeks.
So maybe you really didn't have it, and I don't know if the drugs are supposed to do that.
No, the drugs. I remember I was at a bowling alley, and I went in to take Wyatt to like he had like a birthday party. He was probably like 7, 8 years old or whatever. And I walked into this bowling alley, and I was like, just feeling like really anxious, and like I couldn't pick my head up. So then I took the medication for the first time, because I had ignored the medication for like a week. I was like, I don't know if I need this. I don't want to take this. And then I took it in the bowling alley, and like I had this like I got like really high in the bowling alley at this like kid's birthday party. It was crazy. Like, everything was like you literally saw like a wash. Like if I looked at the room and it went like you could see like a wave like going over. And I remember Wyatt being like, "Yo, what's up?" And I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" He's like, "Could I get some money? Money." And I was like, "Yeah."
That's really funny. But I feel like, is that supposed to happen, or is it just supposed to make you feel? I feel like medication like that is supposed to just make you feel like, quote unquote, like normal. But you're like, hi. Okay, so back to Everything Everywhere All at Once. No. I just had a question. Okay, so I was saying I was having an existential crisis, because in the movie she gets to experience like all different like worlds, like universes where she made different decisions. Yeah. So like, do you ever think about that? Like, if that's a thing, like if that's a real thing where it's like,
I don't like that. I used to talk about that with David.
And it's crazy.
And I talked about it with Ferris once too. It really upsets me.
It does.
Yeah, I don't like that. The idea that there's like 5 me's out there, or there's an alternate universe of me, or we don't exist, or we're a simulation. Because I need reality, Jess. Okay. I need reality. If I don't have my reality, then
you're in a reality. You're in a reality. You're in your reality. But the whole premise is that there's multiple different realities.
No, I don't like that.
That part made me extremely depressed, because I was just like, in the movie, she's like an opera singer in one like section, like, and then the other universe, she's like a famous like kung fu person, and I'm like, what like decision in my life maybe I was like you know what I mean? Like, what if I was like a rocket scientist? because I didn't drop out of science in high school. You know what I mean? Like,
right. If you just applied yourself a little bit,
that's
or if
what
you
the
met
movie
someone
is.
else.
Yeah,
or
like it's like she
if you were adopted by a different family at birth.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like in the movie, it's basically like certain situations happen that made her pursue different paths that she wouldn't have pursued had it not happened. Mm-hmm. And that is crazy to me because I have really bad OCD. So like I hyper like fixate on things in the past, like decisions I've made and stuff like that.
Like what? What's the decision you made that you're bummed out about?
Yeah, Paris just goes working for you.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know where you'd be though.
Like something so simple.
Probably be a big agent.
Well, who knows?
At Trip, where was it? Gersh or
I was at APA.
APA.
I don't know. I can't think.
But would you be happy being a big agent?
No.
Right.
But even like something as simple as like if I would have gone to a different college or I didn't move back from New Zealand. Like there's so many.
Well, if I had made it as a writer or an actor, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or made it like, let's say I was a working actor.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I go job to job. I'm not like famous or anything, but like I'm an actor, like that guy from the movie. But yeah, I think about that all the time. You know, and I don't dwell on it. Like I think that makes you really unique. All your like ups and downs and stuff, like anything that you go through that you it just makes you stronger. My father, he once like was like apologizing to me about my childhood, and I was kind of like, yeah, but it made me who I am. Like, how can you go back on that? Like, how can you think about? And then I think that goes back to what you're saying. It's like you'll just go crazy. Yeah. That way, like thinking about, well, what if I did this and what if I did that?
No, I mean, it does make you go crazy. But also, like what you were just saying, like if that hadn't happened, then like I wouldn't be like that. And that's a different way to look at it, where it's like, oh, if like, you know how like they say a lot of like comedians are like funny because they have like trauma.
Yes.
It's like that kind of thing. It's like, well, if that didn't happen, then like that part of my personality like wouldn't have developed.
Yep, that's right.
So that's like an interesting way to look at it too. But then it's crazy to then go the opposite way. I mean, like what kind of person would I have been?
Well, you really do have some OCD there.
Yeah. But that's why that movie was just like, holy like I was just like, damn.
Well, what do you do to work on your OCD?
Oh.
Like, what do you mean? You have to like wash your hands 5 times and stuff like that?
No, mine, when I was younger, it was really bad like that. Like I would have to do like certain things like that, like touch all corners of my room before I went to bed and like crazy stuff. And then as I got older, it like is now more so like intrusive thoughts and like hyper fixating on like situations. And it's always situations that are like out of your control.
It's so funny. I hadn't noticed, and I've been working with you for 2 years.
Like people who I'm
you
like,
poor thing. I had no idea. Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it is. It's really draining. And well, that's why when Scott was on here the other day and he was talking about it, I like could relate because it's like something that's really, really hard to fix because it's just like there's like they like psychiatrists will like maybe try and give you like certain like antidepressants that are supposed to help and stuff, but it's truthfully like a very hard mental illness to fix. Like it's.
Do you take medication?
No, I try. Oh my God. Like 2 years ago, I was on this medication and I didn't know you weren't supposed to drink on it. And I like blacked out every time I drank. We called it like there was like a name we had for that period of time because I was so bad.
Blackout.
Yeah. It was time. Just like, it was like, it just wasn't me. It was a different person. I'd say that was that was other Jessica. That wasn't me.
Yeah, other Jess.
Yeah, it was not me.
So you got off that.
Yeah.
And did they tell you weren't supposed to drink?
Well, afterwards, I was like, basically I stopped taking it because one day after I drank, I blacked out and had like a really crazy night. Like I almost got abducted. Like I got into a random man's car and fell asleep and it wasn't my Uber. And I literally woke up from being like, excuse me, like, ma'am, like really bad. Like, and then I got in the Uber and I got home, whatever. And the next morning I was just like having such bad anxiety from the night before that I like literally collapsed onto the floor and I was shaking and like projectile vomiting. And I'm like, this isn't normal. Yeah. So then the next time I met with her, I was like, hey, like, by the way, like, does this medication like make you like black out? Like, cause I've been having really, and she's like, oh yeah, like someone should have told you that. And I was like, oh.
Someone definitely should have told you that.
Yeah. So then I was scared to take anything for a while. Then I tried something else and it didn't help. And I also like am weird about like if something's not helping me, like I don't want to be taking it.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Let's do do we have a game or something?
Oh, we have some looks from the Oscars.
Oh, Oscar looks.
To go over.
Let's go. This is fun.
So these are some from
his hair is so good.
The after party, the Vanity Fair. Have you ever been invited to the Vanity Fair?
No, Jess, I haven't. Jesus Christ. I'm going to rub it in.
Sorry.
Have you?
Have I? No, but if anyone's watching this.
Do you know, as I've been trying to go out and look better, and so what happens is, before I critique this guy, I had a stylist for the first time. The last couple things we went to, the Tom Brady thing, I had a stylist, and then the Scream thing, I had a stylist, and I wore a red jacket, and I would never pick out a red jacket.
I like a red jacket.
Everyone's like, it looks so good, and then you're like, all right. But I mean, I don't know.
I like the red jacket. I think he's wearing a blue shirt underneath, and I saw someone's comment like, oh, it's Spider-Man colors.
Oh.
But I don't know if I'm a fan of the blue, black, and red. I think if it was a white shirt, I would like it maybe a little better.
White
or even a black shirt, like all black with the red.
Agreed.
First one.
Yo, Owen Wilson had a suit on Kimmel the other night, and I want to buy that suit. It was so good. Oh,
okay,
whoa!
This is Hunter Schafer, and this is what I was saying about like if I was hot and had boobs and you know what I mean? Like,
you'd wear this?
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
Like, yes, I would wear that.
You wouldn't be caught dead in that.
No, I would. If I was like a celebrity and I could wear whatever I want, I would for sure wear that. Like, why would you not flaunt that you look that good?
Yo, she's wearing like a pregnancy test.
No, she's wearing a.
What is that?
It's a feather.
Oh, it's a feather? Okay. I thought it was EPT test.
I think it's so cool. She looks so good.
COVID test.
I saw someone say she was wearing a COVID mask, and I was like, it's a feather.
I don't know, man.
I just think
if that's my girl, I don't know if I want her walking around like that.
She dates
a little too much under.
Dominic Fike.
Oh, okay, I know who that is.
She's from Euphoria.
She's on Euphoria?
Yeah.
I tried to watch Euphoria. I can't
watch it.
watch it.
Oh, wait, you didn't like it.
I can't watch it because it's kids doing drugs.
Right.
It upsets me.
Because you know why it's out there. With all the drugs and parties.
Yeah, who knows? No, Wyatt doesn't do drugs. That I know of.
Okay, that's Lady Gaga. I think she looked really great.
I love Lady Gaga.
Oh, yeah, you do. Isn't Lady Gaga your celebrity crush?
Yeah, she's the one. Why did she do that? Did you see the song that she sang?
No.
Oh, yeah, she sang a song. And she wore like a t-shirt, and we had this big argument about Lady Gaga and Rihanna, my mom and I.
Wait, why?
My mom was saying that like Rihanna doesn't hold a candle to Lady Gaga, basically.
Oh, wow.
Which because Lady Gaga is like a songwriter, but doesn't Rihanna write songs too?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
What side were you on the argument?
I was fighting for Rihanna. Which I like Lady Gaga better, but I was still like, you can't throw Rihanna under the bus. Like Rihanna,
they're both really great. I think they're both like
incredible.
Yeah,
and
Rihanna's just so cool, but they're both just really different. Okay, he's from Emily in Paris, but I pulled his look because
he pulled that off the rack of Emily in Paris. It looks like he came straight from the set.
Okay, have you watched Emily in Paris?
No.
Okay, well, it's funny that your joke is funny because the whole thing of Emily in Paris is that they dress her in the most absurd, like mismatched clothes. Like it's like they're trying to be like Carrie Bradshaw, but she just like doesn't hit the mark in my opinion.
Is it a period piece? Is it set in the 1600s or something?
It's set like modern day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's modern day Emily in Paris? I thought it was like a period thing.
Oh, you're thinking of Bridgerton.
Like a Jane Austen thing or something.
I think you're thinking of Bridgerton.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm thinking of Bridgerton. Okay, so this is Emily in Paris. Are they Americans in Paris?
He's British. She's American.
And what?
Who
talked him into this?
I don't hate it. I think the corset, maybe it's just the lighting, kind of looks like one of those workout things that you wrap when you sweat.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Hazel, what?
You know one of those things you wrap around yourself to sweat more when you work out? Like, I think it might be
That's exactly what it is.
Well, I don't know if it's like the color or like how the lighting's hitting it right now, but it doesn't look like a corset. It looks like that.
It's like a backgammon board.
But I like the neckline, like the details and like the velvet and the platforms. And I do like the gloves. I just don't like the corset.
Those are more than gloves.
Those
are like straight up armbands. Like gloves end at your wrists.
Oh, yeah, those are some long gloves. He's got the height on the shoes though. He's like wearing the same shoes as me.
Yeah. Okay, well, good for him. I mean, I don't know.
That's Rihanna, pregnant, and she looks great.
Yeah, she looks great.
That's a good pregnancy.
It's tough
outfit.
to say a pregnant woman doesn't look great. So let's be honest. We're not really gonna. We're not gonna sit here and go.
No,
she doesn't look so good.
But I think that's a really cool like maternity outfit.
There's no world. She could be wearing tinfoil. Be like, she looks great.
Okay, but it is cool. Look at the little like leather and like the mesh. It's cool. Well, she always looks good.
Can't shit on the pregnant woman.
That's true.
That's funny how you're pregnant. You can do whatever you want.
Another her again. I mean, this outfit I don't like as much, but she looks great. That's her. Is
that an outfit change?
Yeah.
Oh,
same.
I got you.
She did
is that Aesop?
Yeah.
Aesop Rocky?
She
is that his name?
Yeah, Aesop.
He looks great.
Yeah, they both look good. She did 3 outfit changes, I think.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
What's coming up the leg there, Jess? You're a fashionista.
That's her shoe, I believe. It is a lace.
The shoe goes up there?
All the way.
Very nice.
Yeah. That is Shawn Mendes. He is wearing a black suit with mesh, like a mesh turtleneck underneath, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah. I like it. Black, you can't go wrong.
The mesh like shirt underneath just adds like some uniqueness, I think, to like the black suit.
I wore a mesh shirt once to work and I got made fun of.
Wait, what? Do we have a photo?
I don't know what I was thinking.
Wait, to work? To where? What job was this?
I was working at Saturday Night Live. My mom bought me a mesh shirt.
Wait, what?
She told me, she's like, you gotta look good now that you're in New York. You know, people in New York are so fashionable. And I was like, okay. And so she bought me like a bunch of clothes. And then one of them was like a mesh, like.
Wait, your mom bought you these?
A long sleeve.
Black mesh shirt. Like you could see like your.
Hey, we're the worst place on earth, Saturday Night Live. The worst place to wear that shirt.
A black long sleeve.
I'm like answering the phone, and literally every person that walked in was the funniest person ever. You know, like, and it was just joke after joke after joke after joke. I wanted to go home and change.
Were people roasting you like to your face
the entire day?
What was the best thing you heard?
Probably there was like a gay dude there who was just basically came up and was just like he's out of the closet, and he wasn't even a comedian on Saturday Night Live, and he was
like the mailman.
He was killing it. Yeah. Today's podcast is brought to you by SeatGeek. Yes, guys, SeatGeek. I just got back from Vegas. I just saw Taylor Swift. I took the fiance. We absolutely killed it in Vegas, you guys. We had so much fun. And yeah, you can have an amazing night if you go to the SeatGeek app right now and download the app. Have it on your phone. Have it ready. Go see a live event. I'm telling you guys, I was the hero. Just the look on Naveen's face when we got to our seats and Taylor was right there. She was like, she's so close. I was like, I know. Just that look on her face is priceless, and that's all because of SeatGeek. And right now, if you go to the link in the description and go to SeatGeek.com and use my code NASH, you're going to get $20 off your first order. That's incredible. What an incredible deal. What an incredible time that you'll have if you go and download the SeatGeek app. Just like me, you'll be the hero. You'll have amazing memories, and you'll have something that will stick with you for the rest of your life. And that's what SeatGeek is all about. Okay, my thanks to SeatGeek for sponsoring, and back to the podcast. All right, go ahead. What else we got?
Okay, so a wild cat was found in Cincinnati with cocaine in its system. So it's like cocaine bear. It's cocaine cat.
Yeah, I don't know how a cat gets cocaine, Jess. That's pretty wild. I can't explain it to you. I have no idea. Okay. How did they know that the cat had cocaine in its system?
Ferris, scroll down.
You probably heard of cocaine bear, cocaine cat. Trending, like the movie. It's based on a story.
Oh, the cat was kept as a pet, and it escaped its owner's car during a police stop. So the owner had cocaine.
But how do they get the cat to the point where they're testing it for cocaine?
I don't know. They make it do a drug test.
Yeah, like what?
I don't know.
Why did the shelter test Amory for drugs in the first place? The short answer is capuchin monkey named Neo. Oh, this goes deep. This goes to the whole animal kingdom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they found a monkey the year before, and they believed that it ingested Xanax. So now they test all animals for drugs?
Neo tested positive for amphetamines, underwent treatment, is now safely at an undisclosed location. His owner was indirected with animal cruise charge. Since then, Anderson says it's become standard protocol for the shelter to test narcotics for any animal. Okay, so they're testing. There's people. I've heard of blowing pot in your cat's face, but not sticking cocaine up his nose. How do you get the cocaine in the cat?
I don't know. That's sad. Cocaine cat. In Cocaine Bear, does a bear like do the cocaine on its own? Does it eat it?
I haven't seen it.
No,
I don't know.
And it eats the cocaine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's based on a real story. Well, that's interesting. That's
okay. And then our next article is English police say they foiled an egg extravagant plot to steal Cadbury chocolate.
Did you just pull this because you like the play on words?
I like the headline. Whoever wrote that needs a raise. An egg extravagant plot to steal Cadbury eggs.
The headline is so showy, I don't even understand what the story is.
A local British police department is saying it helped save Easter for fans of the chocolate egg. A man was arrested in England after allegedly stealing a semi-truck that contained 200,000 Cadbury cream eggs.
Whoa!
It really wasn't a cream egg heist.
I just watched this whole documentary on Pez on the plane. It was so good. It's just a guy who like made millions of dollars importing Pez dispensers and selling them on the black market.
Pez dispensers?
Yeah, Pez.
Like weird, like
it's
just
called
like,
the Pez Outlaw.
Like, is it just weird dispenser? Wait,
no. Do you know what a Pez dispenser is?
Like,
so those are like worth money, like really rare ones,
old one, yeah,
old ones and stuff. Yeah,
it's crazy. I remember I used to have one. So the chocolates were worth a little over $48,000.
And then what do you do with the chocolates when you have them? Like, what do you
think he just liked chocolate, or do you think he was going to resell them?
I don't know what you do with 200,000 Cadbury eggs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you think he like planned it out like a heist?
I think he got in the truck and he didn't know what he was getting into. Yeah.
Like maybe he thought it was like money, but it was just like.
Well, you know what we could do is we could read it and find out.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. She left her 2007 iPhone in its box for over a decade, and it just sold for $63,000.
No way.
Isn't that insane?
That's something my mom would do.
Do you think she has one? Should we ask her?
She might. Why would it be worth $63,000?
It's an artifact now.
I didn't want to get rid of my new smartphone, and I figured it's an iPhone, so it'll never go out of date. Green told the daytime television program. Green kept the first generation 8GB phone sealed in a box, realizing as the years went on that the collector might come to find it valuable. Her hunch was confirmed when her price was shot up, estimated at $5,000. So was the iPhone 7 the first iPhone? Like, I don't get it. I guess no. iPhone 1 would be the first iPhone. As that was coming out of my mouth, I was like, what am I saying?
That's actually crazy. Who would have thought that? Like 2007? Oh, wait. It is the first one.
Oh. Right. It was the first one. That's why it's worth money.
Right. Okay. It's not the iPhone 7. It was in 2007.
Yeah. Do you remember when you got your first iPhone?
Yes.
I remember seeing it for the first time. I couldn't believe it.
Wait, did you get the first iPhone ever?
No, my rich friend had it.
Oh, yeah, same.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
So you watch video? What?
No.
How? So cool.
What was your first one? Which generation? Do you remember?
I think I had the first. I think I had it, the first one, but I
didn't
have it for a while after.
Why, you broke it?
Huh?
Oh.
Like, in other words, I couldn't afford it right away. Then eventually I was able to get it.
Yeah. I had, my first one was the iPhone 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would have had you pegged for iPhone 3, but
no,
you said it's 4, huh?
Yeah, I was a 4.
It's wild. Well, I suppose you were in like 11th grade, right?
Well, no. I was living in New Zealand still, and I had a swivel phone. Do you remember that one that like literally like went like?
Yeah, a sidekick.
No, it wasn't a sidekick.
Oh, a swivel.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a Nokia like swivel one, and then I got an iPhone when I moved back to America.
You did? Did they not have iPhones in New Zealand?
They did, but not many people had them.
Okay, let's look at the next story. The Bender pay gap. U.S. women are now binge drinking more than men for the first time in history. Wow, Jess, that's you.
Yeah.
Why would this be, Jess? You're a woman. Tell us.
Maybe we're just like having more fun. Or is binge drinking?
Things are not going well.
Is binge drinking always?
Drinking's so funny like that. Isn't it? You could say we're having more fun, or you could
be
say
like, things aren't going well.
Yeah.
Well, I was just about to ask, when you say binge drinking, is that always a negative context? Because I would say I'm a binge drinker, but I would say it in a positive context. But I don't know if
that's not good. You shouldn't be drinking that much.
Oh.
It's binging.
Oh.
Binging
I guess the word binge is a negative word.
I mean, binging to get drunk.
Well, see, like, I don't drink, like, during the week. Like, I'm not the type of person that will have, like, a glass of wine by myself. So, like,
Right.
I consider my drinking on the weekends more like binge drinking because I drink a lot all at once.
Right. I don't know. I probably look at it the wrong way, but I feel like you're hiding from something.
Oh, yeah, I think so, too. Well, I think it's like...
That's how I feel about it.
I didn't drink for a while, like, when I was younger. Like, I don't think this sounds ridiculous because it's not that old. But I think I started drinking when I was, like, 15. But everyone around me had started drinking when they were, like, 12, 13. But also in New Zealand, the drinking age is 18. So
you're trying to catch up?
No.
You're trying to make up for lost time? Is that why you get blackout drunk? I got it. I think you made up the 3 years, Jess.
No, but what I was saying is it's like... I don't even know what I was going to say.
When I used to like drink and do drugs and stuff, it's because I wasn't happy with myself.
You don't like drinking socially?
No.
Really?
I mean, I it's like it doesn't. It just sets me back, and I'm like, it's fun for us like a second, but the next day I don't feel good. I'm also older than you, so when I drink now, it affects me way worse than it affects you.
I mean, I've like seen people online like talk about how they've stopped drinking for a while and like reduces your anxiety and everything. And it is so interesting, like, going out and not drinking is, like, such a different experience.
It's kind of shit.
Yeah, which is, and it's shit that it's shit.
No, I'm arguing the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like, when I'm places and I'm not drinking, I'm like, hi.
Right.
Nice to see you.
It's
okay,
almost,
bye.
It's almost like, even if you're a super outgoing person, it's like, the beginning of the night's fine. You know, everyone's sipping their 1 or 2 drinks. But when it gets later in the night and everyone's drunk, it's like they're speaking a different language and you don't understand them anymore. You're like,
right.
It's like they're all in on a joke that you're not in on kind of thing. It's like you just don't feel like you're part of it, which is like...
That's why I go home.
At 10 p.m.
Yeah. 11.8% of women over...
Okay, so we're not that far ahead.
No, but still, that's kind of wild because you would think that guys would like...
While in college.
Is there a reason?
It says while in college.
Oh.
Maybe. Well, I feel like, okay, binge drinking in college is definitely a fun thing. That's not negative for the most part. Like that kind of culture of binge drinking.
Wait, what'd you say?
I was saying like binge, you know what I was asking, is binge drinking always negative? Well, in college, I feel like binge drinking is like partying.
No, it's not okay. You're not supposed to. Okay. If you had kids, would you want them to be binge drinking in college? Do you want them to like go and like on Fridays like get blackout drunk?
Wait, what was that story you were telling me about the Borgs? Like those are coming back?
Oh yeah,
that just falls into college binge drinking.
Yeah, that's right. There's a story that's going around that there's these. It's on TikTok. People make Borgs.
Yeah,
and they do it at UMass. Particularly, one of the schools they do it at is UMass, where I went, which is a crazy drinking school. And it's just like it's basically a milk jug with a ton of alcohol in it and water. And people just drink those.
That sounds like it tastes disgusting.
And I think then it said something like 28 kids went to the hospital. 28 ambulances were called, and yeah, I mean, you know,
that's crazy.
I don't know why people drink at all.
Okay, you never were a big partier ever?
No, I mean, I partied, but I was more into drugs.
No. Okay,
which isn't any better. Go, let's go. Keep moving.
Okay, so your wedding.
Oh yeah,
coming up this year.
My wedding. Oh my God, Jess, I don't know. I gotta figure it out. I gotta get married.
That's crazy.
I'm fine with being married. Like I'll just go to like Vegas and do it. You know.
I know.
But planning a wedding is so hard.
Yeah, I actually
really hard.
I didn't realize how expensive it was until I started looking into stuff for you.
Me. Yeah,
it's crazy. Like,
yeah, you remember that phone call with the guy, the florist?
Yeah.
He was yelling at me?
Yeah.
He wouldn't let me talk. He's like, if you think you're going to get into Malibu for flowers for under $17,000,
yeah, it's
think again.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And like to have like...
And then we went to a florist the next day and they're like, yeah, it'll be $10,000. I was like, okay.
But that's still so
crazy.
Much money.
It's a lot, but I mean,
flowers.
Don't tell me I have to spend $17,000.
Yeah. And then like venues, like all the places are like, in LA, it's like 150 to like 250 per person, per plate.
Right. Not alcohol.
Not including alcohol, which is another like $50 per person. And then it like scales if you want like hard liquor, wine. Like,
it's really shit. is they're playing on people's like romance. They're playing on people's relationships. That's what they're doing, and it's really up because it's like what like obviously I'm lucky. I have Naveen who's like doesn't care. She's like, oh yeah, we'll do whatever we can do. But like I think there's a lot of people out there, men or women, that are just like, I need this and I want it to be this and I need this perfect day. And it's a day. I've been married. It's a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Was your first wedding really extravagant?
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah, it was really extravagant.
Where was it? Was it in LA or?
It was at Casa del Mar. Next to Shutters. It's like it's a hotel in Santa Monica.
Okay.
It's like really nice. We went down, we did the wedding, and they knew the marriage wasn't gonna be good.
Did you have cold feet? Like,
no, I needed a place to live.
I'm
just kidding.
Did you have that feeling? Like actually
cold feet? Yeah,
for your first marriage?
Yeah, but I just ignored it. Because I was just like, oh, this is what everybody does.
Right.
And this is how all guys are. And I think guys shouldn't get married when they're young.
You were pretty young, right? How old were you?
I think I was like 30.
Okay, that
isn't that young.
I mean, look at like Todd. He's like, what? He's like 32?
Yeah.
And like if I thought Todd was married 2 years ago, like he doesn't seem like, you know what I mean? He just
This is also 20 years ago when people weren't that young. I'm not saying where like being 30 was kind of old then. Right. But now there's like people going to live to like 120.
No, I know that
people
is
take
crazy
care of themselves. But I met somebody really great. That's the difference too. Like I just met somebody that I'm just like over the moon about. And But yeah, I don't know. They can just like take so much money from you, and so I don't know. We're gonna go see a place. The problem is like I got so much work to do, and then I got to do this too. Go find a place. Then I gotta have kids. She'll be fun.
You're having kids?
Probably.
When do you think?
Yveen's doing this thing, which is so funny. She'll be like, she'll say she wants 5 kids. So then when I say 2, it feels like she made a compromise.
Oh.
But I still have to have 2.
That's really funny. It's like when you like lowball someone, so then you get like the actual price that you want. That's really funny.
No, but I look at it like, I just look at it like she's just amazing, and I don't care.
Yeah, no,
I just don't care. I don't want to be an old dad.
But you're gonna be.
I know I'm gonna be super old, but I'll just like by then I just won't go out.
Yeah,
I'll just hide myself.
I think I don't. I mean, okay, like you're gonna be 50, so if you had a child in the next year,
yeah.
And then, oh my god, can you imagine a baby crawling around like upstairs? When the baby's 20, you'll be 70.
Yeah.
Which honestly isn't too far off from my dad. So
how old is your dad?
So I'm gonna be 28 this year, and my dad's gonna be 73. So it's a little.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
20 and 28.
Yeah.
That's not great. That's not a problem. 70 and 20. The problem is like 63 and 13.
Oh.
That's the problem.
Well, I guess it depends.
Like, your dad's old.
Yeah. It depends how well you take care of yourself, though. Like,
life's so f***ed up, Jess. It's so crazy. Like I get it. Like I know you're like, you guys look at me and you're like, I can't believe we'd have another kid. Is he out of his mind? But then it's just like, I don't know. It's like she wants a kid, and it's like not really fair to her.
Yeah.
To be like, you can't have a kid.
Yeah.
When I can completely do that for her, and I'll be good. I'm a good father. Like, I know I'm good at it, and it also won't stress me out the way it stressed me out last time.
Why do you think that?
Because I know what to do now,
right.
And I know that like I just know that, I know that she'll be like really attentive, and that's all she's gonna do.
Yeah.
She's just gonna take care of the kid.
Do you like?
Which I like a lot more.
That she's gonna take care of the kids.
Yeah, because you're not gonna want to hear this, but I'm very traditional. I really am.
Well, okay. Well, that didn't go so well for you in your first
exactly.
go-round. Like
exactly,
but
it didn't go well.
Well, no, I don't mean it like that. I just mean like you're saying. I think it doesn't ever work out exactly like how you want. Like,
I'm gonna do some Andrew Tate right now. Are you ready?
No.
I'm gonna do some Andrew Tate. No, I don't like Andrew Tate, but I do think that there's something to it. And if women want to work, like I'm all for it. I'm all for equal pay. I think it's great. My ex-wife is a huge star in the TV industry,
which is awesome.
Which is awesome, and she's smarter than so many men, and she's been more successful than so many men, and her opinions are valued more than so many men. But I do think that there is something to like a traditional life where the woman, you know, takes care of the kid, or at least takes care of the kid and then like, you know, has her job too.
I mean, I
don't know. There's something to it, Jess. I don't know what it is.
I think people can say that like,
because I've done it. I've been on the other side of it, and I was the one taking care of the kids, and it didn't go well.
But your kids turned out great.
We had a nanny.
Oh. Well, your nanny did great.
My nanny did great. I don't know. I mean, what do you think about that?
I mean,
do you think there's something to that, or am I crazy? Because I'm more than willing to hear the other side.
No, I think that. I think it can go either way, like, to be honest, because I think that people think, like, traditionally, like, women are more nurturing, blah, 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 which maybe, like, scientifically, like, there is, like, you know, the connections with, like, hormones and all that kind of stuff, but there's also the opposite side where some women have, like, postpartum depression for years and years and years and that want nothing to do with their kids, and sometimes the fathers are the better parents. I think it's very case by case. I don't think it goes one way or the other.
What would happen to me is I'd be taking care of the kids, and then she'd be at work, which is where she needs to be. And then there would be like, she would want something done, and I'm not her. So she would want it done a certain way, and then she would feel shit about herself that she wasn't there doing it because she was at work.
Right.
And whereas if I was the one at work, I wouldn't feel shit about it. I'd be like, oh yeah, dress the kid in pink. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me. I give a fuck what the room looks like, or you know what I mean? Like little things like that.
Like she wanted to be involved, but she couldn't because she also wanted to pursue her career, which then I think creates like
friction.
Yeah, it's what's the word? I can't think of the word, but like, you know, resentment.
Yep. Resentment towards me.
Right. But it's not even because of you.
It's not even towards me. It's just, she's just bummed that she can't be in two places at once.
I think that happens a lot.
That's the only reason I say it.
Yeah, no, I think that happens a lot with people raising kids, whether it's the dad that's not able to be there and then they feel like left out, or the mom.
Yeah.
Like reverse. I think, but I think that especially like in today's society, like with, you know, like I think with people getting married later and like women wanting to like, I mean, not wanting to, getting the chance to like have like better opportunities to succeed in the workplace, and women being able to like have like great careers. Like, I think that it's really like circumstantial, like,
right.
Which
it's too
is
bad
better.
men can't have babies too.
Right? Like seahorses.
Then we'd be somewhere. Then Andrew Tate, he wouldn't know what to say. Right?
You know, who knows? Science.
That's a funny sketch, pregnant Andrew Tate. Anyways. All right. Well, that's the show, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Please like and subscribe. Go and check out, listen to us on audio on Spotify and iTunes. Jess, anything else? Go check out Jess on Instagram. She's posting herself over there. Her Bahamas photos are up there. What else? That's it. Go check out Ferris on Instagram. He usually sometimes goes to Korean food, and it looks really good. Quarters is his favorite place. And we will see you next time. Anything else, Jess?
That is all.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.